The accolades keep coming for the hit Broadway musical Hamilton. The production won the Kennedy Prize Monday. The cast wowed Grammy viewers. Tickets are sold out throughout at least January next year. The show is based on Alexander Hamilton, a nation's first Treasury Secretary. Chip Reid is at the National Portrait Gallery in Washington. He spoke with the author who helped the founding father find new life. Chip, good morning.
Well, good morning. You know, George Washington and Thomas Jefferson are all over this town, but good luck finding Alexander Hamilton. Yes, you can pull a $10 bill out of your wallet, or you can come here to the National Portrait Gallery. But for the most part, he's been completely overshadowed by the other founding fathers. Now, he's finally getting his turn in the spotlight.
Just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
Behind the rap-inspired lyrics and hip-hop beats, New York's most talked-about show, Hamilton, serves up a history lesson like no musical ever before.
Not throwing away my shot.
Until recently, Alexander Hamilton was best known as the stoic face on the $10 bill. That changed when Hamilton hit Broadway. So this is Hamilton Grange.
Hamilton Grange, where he lived the last couple of years of his life. And you have to remember, Chip, this would have been very far north of the city at the time. This would have been virtual wilderness. So
about 100 blocks north of the theater is where the real Alexander Hamilton lived, in an area now known as Hamilton Heights. Ron Chernow wrote the 800-page biography on which the musical is based. We are sitting in Alexander Hamilton's house right now. There's his dining room table. What is it like for you to be sitting here?
It's a thrill to be in this house, because this was really the only house that we know that he ever owned.
Hamilton's story is an extraordinary example of the self-made American immigrant. Born out of wedlock on a tiny Caribbean island, he was orphaned as a child. Within just a few decades, he became one of the most influential figures in U.S. history. General George Washington's top aide, signer of and a major force behind the Constitution, a creator of the U.S. financial system, founder of the Coast Guard and the New York Post. Was Hamilton a war hero?
Yes, absolutely.
A genius?
Absolutely.
An evil genius?
Not for me.
But for some people?
For some people.
A visionary?
Undoubtedly.
Insecure?
To an extent.
How about temperamental?
Definitely.
Definitely temperamental.
Yeah. But I think what attracts people to the story of Alexander Hamilton is that there are so many things about him that you can admire. But he was a flawed enough individual that you can at the same time identify with him.
How does a bastard orphan son of a whore?
Playwright Lin-Manuel Miranda decided to tell Hamilton's story through black and Hispanic characters and the rhyming lyrics of rap. In a 60 Minutes interview, Miranda explained the concept to Charlie Rose.
Your music is rap.
Yes, and I also believe that that form is uniquely suited to tell Hamilton's story, because it has more words per measure than any other musical genre. It has rhythm and it has density. And if Hamilton had anything in his writings, it was this density.
His furious disputes with the other founding fathers were legendary, including a decades-long rivalry with Thomas Jefferson over slavery, which Hamilton opposed, and over the future of the young republic.
Hamilton had a vision of the country. There would be not only traditional agriculture, but there would be large cities, factories, stock exchanges, banks, corporations, a central bank. In other words, the world that we know today.
Hamilton died in a duel with Vice President Aaron Burr at the age of 49. At his grave in Lower Manhattan, there's a surge of visitors here to remember the man who history almost forgot. He died more than 200 years ago, and now he's getting his turn in the limelight.
His name is literally up in lights on Broadway. Doesn't get any better than that.
The Alexander Hamilton craze is showing no signs of slowing down. Ron Chernow's book has been on the bestseller list for 18 weeks. That's 6 weeks longer than back in 2004 when it first came out. Yep.
Wow, I just got the book yesterday. I'm one of the ones. Thank you so much, Chip. I marvel that here's Len reading his book on vacation and comes away with that amazing way.
Yeah. And knew that it was perfect for rap.
Yes, it's so good.
He says that he'll be happiest, notwithstanding all the attention, when that play is being produced by theater groups and high schools all over the world.
I can see that happening really easily, Charlie.
That's awesome.
It's a great, great, great play.